Book Club. Today we are discussing The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. And we've been reading this book and we really enjoyed it, so we really wanted to share it with you. As you can tell, it's a great read. Yes, they're very enveloped by it. They just love it. And so we wanted to share a specific theme with you today. And so Martha here is going to share with you what we've chosen. The theme we've chosen for today is the impact of alienation on human beings, such as bullying or isolation. And our friend Maureen over here would like to read a passage out of the Scarlet Letter. Maureen?
Yes, this passage really highlights the solitude that Hester had to endure. However, there was nothing that made her feel as if she belonged to it. Every gesture, every word, and even the silence of those with whom she came in contact implied and often expressed that she was banished and as much alone as if she inhabited another sphere, or communicated with the common nature by other organs and senses from the rest of humankind.
That's powerful stuff, man. This is great. You really need to pick one of these up and read it. But we also really wanted to connect this theme into the real world because we feel like it's a big deal, you know, it actually happens out there. And so we sent out a group of correspondents to capture this real life phenomenon on camera. We can share it with you today. So we're just going to share this clip with you.
Hey Shelby, I love what you've done with your hair. It's so pretty.
Oh, thanks, girl.
Hey, Shelby, your party's at 9, right?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Hey guys, can I come to the party?
No.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh, it got me. Maureen, what did you get from that?
Well, it helps me realize there are pros and cons to alienation. In the case of Hester Prynne, it can build your independence, but on the downside, it really takes away some confidence, and so there are different ways to react to alienation.
Like in Susie's case, she was a happy-go-lucky young kid, and she was all bubbly, and then whenever those kids alienated her, she was isolated, she became much more not very happy. Very deep.
Yeah.
For sure. It just shows that people, they react to different situations so differently. And like, I mean, in Susie's case, she just had a complete breakdown, and then, you know, and then Hester, she used it to her advantage, and she became stronger from it. So, I mean, I guess it could go either way from what happens with that.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we're out of time, so we'll see you next time on Triple M Book Club. Bye! Triple M Book Club. As you may notice, Martha is not here today. She is out in Africa teaching children how to read, which is good for Martha, everyone. Just so proud of her. We wish her the best. I hope she's having a great time helping people. We have a special guest right here. His name is Martin Rockoff. Dr. Martin Rockoff. I forget. Sorry. But anyways, today we're reading Into the Wild by John Krakauer. It's definitely
excellent.
It's a riveting story of a young man who wanted to travel around the United States without the aid of, you know, any of those common commodities that everyone has. And so as we were reading it, we picked up on a certain theme that Martin would like to share with us.
Yes, one of the very important, very, very important themes of this novel is just the genuine kindness of people and the goodness they have in their hearts. As Chris travels across country and eventually into the depths of Alaska, he meets several people who just open their hearts and their homes, and they just help him out. And Maureen has a few comments about the specific characters.
Yes, Alex or Chris is actually helped by both major and minor characters, but despite whether they play a big part or a small part, they all aid him in some way. And one of those small people was Jim Gallion. And I'm going to read a quote about how Jim helped Alex. Before Alex left the pickup, Gallion reached behind the seat, pulled out an old pair of rubber work boots, and persuaded the boy to take them. Then he gave the kid a slip of paper with his phone number on it. Gallion's wife had packed him 2 grilled cheese and tuna sandwiches and a bag of corn chips for lunch.
Wow, that was great. You really see how kind people are, even when they don't even know someone. Because I mean, Jim, he'd never met Alex before.
Yes, they were just driving down the road and they see hitchhikers, take them in, pack them lunch, send them off, got them a good start.
Yeah, it just shows that there's still some really nice people out there that don't mind lending people a hand when they need it. So I mean, I thought that was really great. Maureen also had another character that she wanted to share about.
There was also a man named Ron Franz, and he stood out a bit more than the other people who assisted McCandless on his way. And McCandless kind of saw Franz as more of a fatherly figure, and I have a quote to read about him. It says, over the next few weeks, McCandless and Franz spent a lot of time together. The younger man would regularly hitch into Salton City to do his laundry and barbecue steaks at Franz's apartment. He confided that he was biding his time until spring, when he intended to go to Alaska.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Ron really tried to talk him out of going to Alaska, right? Because he was worried for his health.
Yes, he did.
Oh, he did. Didn't he also? He also wanted to adopt Chris.
He grew to care for Chris very much.
As if he were his own son.
Yes.
Basically. Wow.
Wasn't that to fill some kind of need that he had for the loss of his own family?
I believe so. I'm not quite sure.
He was an elderly man.
He was.
Yeah.
He just took him in and he would just take care of him like he was his own son.
He spent his time in the army and was a devout Christian.
Oh, huh.
Another example of some really good people.
Yeah, that's great. So we took the liberty of sending out a group of correspondents to our local supermarket, and they decided to ask some of the locals a series of questions of different situations that they could be in, like get into an everyday life. And so we're going to watch what people said. So we were going to HEB to film some people asking them questions, and Eric accidentally ran off the road, and let's go look at the tire. He damaged it a lot. You can't see, there's definitely a rip. See that? That's a rip, okay? So we're just waiting here at a gas station to see if anyone will help us, and no, there are no genuinely nice people in America. When you received our call? Where are you?
I was driving to Cece's, trying to enjoy a beautiful pizza buffet.
Did we interrupt your plans at all?
Yes, I'm very hungry.
So, would you say that you made a sacrifice to help us?
I would say I made a sacrifice.
Yeah, I would too. So, would you say that you're being genuinely kind, to us to stop and go out of your way and help us? I would too.
I would.
I think that this is great. Yeah, why is he doing this? Because he's a nice person.
With the help of these kind people, our correspondents were able to switch out the tire and get back to the studio safely.